Jim Holley, Supercross Live on supercrossonline.com. Well, this man to the next to me, Jake Canada, I thought today for sure when you're doing the track walk, you'd have your helmet on already, ready to go, because last week in Phoenix, talk a little bit about what happened. You didn't have the, it's not called the hats off device, it's called the release device.
Oh, is it?
And so what happened? You're down the line and you didn't have it in, and I see someone go running frantically to go get your helmet.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crappy deal for sure. I didn't have it on the line. I didn't have it in the heat race, obviously, either. But so I raced the heat race, just grabbed the same helmet, came back to the line, and I already did the parade lap and everything. And the guy came up to me and he said, "Hey, I don't think you have your hats off device in," or whatever you said. But I was like, "Oh man," I was like, "Is it in there?" Like, check. He felt up in there. He's like, "No, I don't think it's in there." I took my helmet off, opened it up, and I was like, "Oh man, it's not in there." So my mechanic got all frantic, ran back to the pits, got a hats off device, ran it back, and by the time he was running it back, the 30-second board was already like sideways when he was like right to me. He handed it to me. I felt like I was in a movie, and he handed it to me, threw it in there, and by the time I put my helmet on, the gate had already dropped, so I was just like, instinct, I just went and
forgot to buckle the helmet. I even saw that. I mean, I was watching that. I knew kind of something was happening. Yeah. I didn't know if you forgot your helmet or what, but I saw that and I go, man, he forgot to buckle his helmet. Yeah. They pull you off, and John Gallagher had talked to me and said, hey, we just pulled him off so he could buckle it and get back out there, but you were frantic at that thing. You go, man, this day's just not going good.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the black flag the one lap and I was like, oh, I think that's for me. And then the next lap he pointed at me, he said, get off, and I was like, oh man. But I don't know, my mechanic said he asked if he could just pull me off. He said he'd put it on the pit board, and they said no, he's done. So maybe he talked to the wrong guy. I don't know, but I was mad. I just pinned it back anyways, and rough night, but we'll try to turn it around. We've had two pretty crappy starts, but I mean, I know I have the speed. I've been qualifying good. I had a good heat race, got fourth. So just try to turn it around tonight and build that base that I need to build.
Well, and that's what I mean. I mean, I was looking at it like last year. I mean, you were killing it out there, top fives. I go, yeah, I'm Canada now. This year, I expect him on the podium. But yeah, like you said, it's a little bit of a struggle this year.
Yeah, I mean, first two rounds, the first round we had mechanical, like lap 5, and the last weekend got black flagged like lap 3. So, I mean, it happens. It's racing, and the only thing I can do is just good finishes from here on out. I'm not really too worried about the points anymore. It's just making a name for myself and showing that I have the speed and maybe try to get on the podium. I mean, that was my goal in the beginning, and it still is, and I think it's still foreseeable for me to do. So that's the plan.
All right, something else I got for all the mechanics out there that might be watching this, make sure you have one of those devices down in your tool bag in case the rider needs it.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. You'll never see me without a hats off device in my helmet ever again.